beautiful Libras, how are you? If you're new, how welcome. My name is Michelle and this is your another weekly reading because we love Libras. And with this said, guys, let's move forward. I want to remind you guys that my readings have no date. They are divinely guided. Everything has free will. Not everything is going to resonate with everybody. Please keep in mind that roles could be reversed in between energies, and as I always say, I run no daycare. This means that this is entirely general. Feel free to take or leave whatever you want. Whatever does not resonate, babe, do not even force it. And with this said, let's move forward. Let's see what the universe has. Let's see. There we go. So we got the Two of Cups. We have the Seven of Wands in that reverse. Oh, hold on, guys. And like I said, we got the Seven of Wands in the reverse. We got the Strength card. We have the Five of Cups. We got the Queen of Wands in the reverse. We got the Empress. Then the Empress in the reverse. The Ace of Cups in the reverse. The Emperor in the reverse. And overall energy, we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. We got a lot of reverses for you, Libra. And then the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. We have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We have a very strong Sagittarius and Leo. We have a Cancer, Scorpio again. We have again Leo. I also see Aries, but it's very strong a Leo. We got, of course, Libra energy. We go back to a Pisces and Sagittarius energy and Capricorn energy as well. So let's see what is good. So this is on. Yeah, it's on. It's talking about here and where it seems like you and this person, right, had history, right? And it seems like there is mutual interest, there's mutual attraction, but it's like on this person's end, it feels like this person does not want to stand up and like fight for this connection. Now, of course, love is not a thing for us to be fighting and all that. Love is something for us to not be fighting for, but it's talking about like this person didn't even try kind of energy. Like, you know that they felt the same way and that this was intense for the both of you, but you felt like this person didn't even try. Like, oh, you know, like he or she never even tried. Now, with the Strength card and the Five of Cups, the fact that I feel like he or she ghosted or stopped talking to you, it seems like, had you very heartbroken. It had you very like shook, let's say, and you had to gain strength. I do feel like you went through a lot, and in the emotional sense, and you didn't show it because you are technically taken as somebody who's strong and who has everything together. So you didn't want to show any sense of like, you know, you did break me, even though that you felt broken, but you didn't want to show that indeed he or she broke you. Most likely people who were close to you or so knew about the situation, but anybody out there didn't even thought of you being heartbroken or so, because you, I wouldn't say masked it, but you did deal with it very well. Now, with the Queen of Wands in the reverse and the Empress in the reverse, it's talking about here and where often you question like why he or why she never even tried. Like there was a question of like you questioning your self-worth, and it's like, was I enough? Was I not enough? You know, like that, those kind of questions. You just didn't understand why, if he or she was your soulmate, as a lot of people claimed, why he or she didn't stay. With the Ten of Wands in the reverse right here, the reason is, one of the things is like, not only they have a lot on their plate, they just didn't have what it took to work things out with you. They didn't have what it took to work things out with you. And they thought it was easier for them just to escape. It's an energy of a coward. With the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, it wasn't you whatsoever. It was just this person. Have you ever heard this saying that says not everything that glitters is gold? That's pretty much what this person is. Meaning that just because it looked good, it felt good, that doesn't mean he or she was that person. Sometimes we put a lot of our expectations and hopes into somebody, and then, you know, they prove us wrong, and then, you know, this is when we realize, like, oh my gosh, I was in a fairy tale. But I'm not saying that they were a horrible person, because I mean, there's worse people out there, you know, like, for example, people who don't season their food. Like, come on. But it was shitty of them to do this, you know, or to not do things correctly. You know, it was quite shitty of them, not going to lie. Let's see what else. So we got the Three of Swords, the King of Swords in the reverse, and the Magician right here. Oh my gosh, Libra. We have a lot of purple, which is hurt, which is 18 times 8. It reflects depression. Well, let's see what else. They realize that they hurt you very bad. First, they never thought you were going to be this hurt, whatever the reason why. Not me, them. Don't ask me, ask them. And in their mind, they never thought you were going to be this hurt, right? And when they realize what they have done to you, in the sense of, like, literally, it's like you were grieving somebody who was alive, literally. And it's like, with the same, let's say, weapons I used to defend you, you use the same weapons to hurt me, you know, kind of energy. And this person felt shame, I would say. They felt shame and embarrassment, and they said, you know what, I just can't come back until I get my stuff together, until I figured out what I want. In a sense, it was a better idea for them to not come back and forth that many times. Maybe they did, and then they stopped doing it because they were making it worse every time they would come back into your life. Then this energy here is you with the Page of Swords and the Six of Swords in the reverse, is in where you will never hurt me ever again. So you became very cold, you became quite closed up, maybe unapproachable, quite like what people could call mean. But it wasn't that you're mean, you're just protecting yourself. In a way, people can call you rigid. It is not that you were rigid or anything. It's just like, maybe you could be perceived as such, but it wasn't that you wanted to be rigid. It was just like you protecting yourself from any possible hurt. Now, with the Devil and the Wheel of Fortune, Capricorn energy, it's talking about like forbidden love for some reason. It's like you guys, it's like you shouldn't be together, or in a way feels like you guys can't be together, or that you guys shouldn't be together. I do see this could be a third party situation here for either or your end or their end, but there's something in the way that's saying, hey, you guys are forbidden love, yet you guys cannot stay away from each other. It's like no matter how much you guys try, somehow this person comes back, or you continue to encounter this individual again and again. And it's because it's like you guys have a magnetic pull towards each other, into where once again it's like it's forbidden because it never works out, or it's super hard to make it work, but at the same time neither of you can let it go or drop it. With the Three of Pentacles, I do see this person watching you from afar. It's a big possibility, and to where they could be watching you from, you know, through social media. Now this could be through a new social media. Now I do know that some of you say that you guys don't have social media, so use your common sense into knowing that this part may not be for you. But for anybody else, it's talking about that there's a huge possibility into where this person could be watching you through social media. Now with the Ace of Cups in the reverse and the Emperor in the reverse, they're holding back into communicating with you because they're afraid of rejection, or they're afraid of facing what they've done. And there's a sense of being afraid of you as well, like being intimidated by you. They have been watching you from afar for a while. They haven't taken any action towards you. They admire you from afar. Once again, they do see you as, like, they do hold you on high regard, right? But at this point, it's like they're holding back, most likely because there is a third party situation most likely on their end, besides you and the possible rejection. What is this person doing? Holy moly. They're doing literally nothing. They don't actually, I feel like whatever it is that this person left in life, they're still there. Talking about progress, they're still there. There hasn't been a lot of progress. You could have been their karma, in the sense of, like, you know, you get what you give, you get what you give. And because this person was the way, and the way they acted and the way they reacted, they have had, and it seems like they are getting some sort of karma. They have been dealing with some of karmic situation brought upon them for how they treated you. So yes, they have gotten their karma. Now I do see right here that they're actually holding on to you, and in a sense, it's like they are a little worried that you're not as hooked anymore. If you used to creep on their page, you know, like Facebook, IG, perhaps TikTok, you know that they can literally see who visits their profile. So and also if you visit somebody's profile, so on, you will be in their recommendations, you know, because it means that you have been creeping, or the other way around, you know, whoever has been creeping, especially if you guys don't have friends in common, of course. But either way, somehow they knew you were creeping, and then you stopped doing that, and they started getting worried because it's like, oh, I'm losing her, or I'm losing him. This person, it's calling Virgo, Pisces. This person has been hiding from you, and they just don't want to show up, and they don't want to show you who they really are. And while you continue to work on yourself and transform, and they continue to watch this. But I do see right here with Scorpio energies, this person that you could be interested in, or you was interested in, they just don't welcome change that well. And it's somebody that's constantly on the shadows, you know. And is it a good partner for you? Most likely it's not. Will that matter for you to let them go? Most likely does not matter, because, you know, you want what you want when you want it. And that's that. Six of Cups, you could be, oh my goodness, a single parent. They could also be a single parent, but it's also talking about if you are a single parent, they have people, let's say friends or family members, telling this person, like, are you sure you want that? Libra is a single parent, or you are a single parent. So there is a lot of back and forth in their mind, and also there's people around them giving them poor advice. And you may say, but it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't, but it's mattering, because that's why we are still here, right? Because even though that it shouldn't, it is mattering for them. I do feel that whenever they come back around, whenever they decide to show you, it could be a little bit too late with the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Not only in the sense of, like, you may not be single anymore, but in the sense of, like, you may not be even interested as you used to. Okay, so I'm not saying that you wouldn't love them anymore, but it's like you may not be interested into investing because you don't feel the same. You could still have some sort of love because of who this person was and how and what they meant for you at one point, you know, memory wise. But now I don't see this being as much love as you could have towards them at one point, you know. Queen of Cups, the Emperor right here. Now, the Emperor is the divine masculine energy, which it's not about genders, it's about energetic. So they're willing to change, they know what they want, they're willing to step up. But with the Queen of Cups in the reverse has her cup upside down, meaning that either or she already fulfilled her cup on her own, or somebody else did, or she no longer want to give you their cup. So this is a sense of they may be coming back into your life whenever it is quite late. Of course, you may want to give it a shot, but in a sense, it's like you for sure are not the same Libra they met once. With the Seven of Cups and the Hangman, you have embraced the possibilities and the options that may have presented to you. And with the Hangman, Virgo energy as well, it's saying that this is a position that it seems different. And because before they came into your life or you came into their life, there was no other competition. There was just you and them. And it didn't work. Now they're coming in. They do have competition. And Libra is in a sense of like, why would I give a second chance or third when I can start from zero with somebody new? I do see that you see this person in a different light. I'm not saying that you hate them, because if you hate them, why would you connect them to this reading? But I do see that you are contemplating either or other situations or other options, seeing this in a different perspective, more based on a permanent long term. I do feel like you're saying like, I'm too old to play childish games. I'm too old to be push and pull. I'm too old to be like with somebody who doesn't really know what they want in their life. The same way you're not in a position, in a financial position or in an emotional position or both, into where you could invest in helping somebody else. Because honestly, guys, everybody's struggling financially. So I feel like it's like, I don't know if it's good for me financially and emotionally. So it's like you are contemplating a lot of things that you wouldn't contemplate before, because you were on this honeymoon phase whenever you saw them. And right now it's like maybe they came back into your life in a good position, and where you could actually use your intellect and your heart instead of just going for your heart. With the Five of Wands in the reverse, I don't see a lot of like push and pull anymore. I do see that now they do know that they want you, and they want to fight for you and whatnot. But I do see with the Eight of Pentacles, you are very focused in working on yourself and working on your career. And I do see with the Strength card in the reverse right here that you don't have the time to waste. You don't have time to waste. And you're like, I just don't know if I will go through the same situation I went through with this person before. And it's because they're coming forward, they're asking you out. You have all these mixed emotions, and you're just questioning and just, mathing your life away in a way of like, is it a good investment for me? Is it best for me? Because you have actually learned a lot from this connection, because it's been through a lot of years. With the Queen of Wands in the reverse right here, and the Seven of Swords in the reverse, you're like, I just don't know if you deserve me, dude. I just don't know if you deserve me, because you said, I opened my heart to you. I gave it all to you in the past. You literally played me and just left like fuck boy vibes, fuck girl vibes. And it's like, in the Ten of Swords, you're like, I'm still dealing with that emotion. I'm still dealing with that memory. I'm still dealing to pick up the pieces you broke. And it's like, I just don't know if I can trust you. There's a sense of like, you don't feel like you can trust them. And this person is like coming with that pure intention, but you're seeing them as, what if you don't really mean it? The Star right here. Now this person really wants you. They're confessing their love to you. They're literally, in a sense, I'm sensing and I'm feeling the energy of them begging you. This person is begging you to give them a chance, begging you, and it's like, please forgive me, please take me back, please give me a chance. And you are still with the Five of Swords, dealing with those swords that were put behind your back. I do see you have counted your losses, and even though that you counted your losses, you still did not lose. Even though that you thought you lose, you didn't, because it's like you're asking, I just do not know why somebody else's lesson experience comes from some let's say you're saying like, I just don't know. I'm trying to find the words correctly so I can put in a sentence into where you're like, I just don't know why somebody's learning experience comes at the expense of somebody else's misfortune or hurt. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're saying, oh, thank you that I taught you love, but like you also taught me that love could also hurt. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this person it's hurt with themselves because they hurted you, and now they're dealing with the consequences of what they've done, and they're actually panicking because they're like, oh my god, I really love you, I really want you, I'm so sorry that I messed up. And you are just not very phased and like not really knowing what to do with that. And it's like they never thought you were not going to take them back, and they never thought that they were gonna feel the way they feel, and now they're in a sense of panicking, of like literally begging you for something. And it's like they never thought they were going to be in that position, you know. With the High Priestess, you have elevated, Libra. You have elevated and you have transformed, and you're using your intuition a lot. You're very spiritual, you're connected with yourself, and you have embraced your solitude, and you have embraced the negative things that had happened to you. And it's like you have this energy of divine feminine energy, of like power, of like you are like a goddess regardless of gender. And that's why they're like, oh my gosh, I really, really want you. So the thing is, sometimes whenever we are super available and we try, when it's like sometimes we could be the whole package in the wrong address, and sometimes it's just like dudes and people do not know what they have until they don't. And I feel like now that they know that the tables have turned, it's like they are desperate to get back to where you guys had at one point. Temperance right here. I do feel like there's two things. You have gained patience when it comes to yourself, when it comes to healing, when it comes to see things happening. But I also see that you lost patience when it comes to giving people multiple chances to hurt you again and again and again. And it's like, I waited for you, I gave you chances, and now that I'm done and now that I'm doing something better for myself, you come back. But you're also pulling the card of like, let's see how your livelihood is looking. I do feel like before you didn't care if you guys were living under a bridge, literally, and now you're like, oh, I just don't know if that's for me. Boo. Boo. Also, there's aliens, guys. There's aliens. They're like, well, we always knew there were, but they're like saying like they exist. And I'm like, okay, so you're telling me that we couldn't just go into a different dimension here and there like Rick and Morty, and you're telling me that I've been walking all this time? Like, what? Also, I've been doing Pilates. Anyways, going back to Libra. I'm random. I just thought of it. The Five of Pentacles right here. You did actually pick up all the pieces, right? You pick up all the freaking pieces of your broken heart, and I feel like it's just like hurt speaking. I feel like a sense of confusion in your energies of like, I just don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. What was the purpose of all of this? Let's see, maybe this could... Two things. You need to get back your power. Two things. You need to get back to your power. And you cannot say, I'm a queen, but act like Cinderella. Because if you continue to act like Cinderella, you will never leave the basement, right? So at this point, you need to find your worth and to find yourself and to get control over everything. This person needed to learn how to be a man, an adult, or an adult, and take accountability and come back and see for themselves what their irresponsibility could cost. Most likely, there's a big chance that they have lost an opportunity with you. Others of you, even if you guys give them a chance, it's going to be different, and it could take a bit to build up, or to build back up, I should say. It's talking about with the Three of Wands right here that your destiny and your future is in your hands. You can do anything you want, and you can actually go anywhere. If you see, she's holding like a fortune ball right there, meaning that, you know, you literally hold your future. You can do whatever you want with it. But at this point, they want you to make better planning. I do see here, Libra, that now you're not begging for anybody to fill up your cup like you could have in the past. You're overflowing with your own love. You know who you are. You know that you're rare. You know that you're beautiful. You know that you're worthy. And you're like, you know what? Let's see. Let's see. Like, now my cup is completely full. Let's see what you can bring to the table. Let me see what you have or you will bring that I don't have already. So at this point, this is like the energy we are dealing with you right now, and that is a scary thing for people who used to prey on your insecurities, or used to prey on your needs. Now that you don't have them, now that you fulfilled them, now they are understanding that you're so powerful that they don't have any power over you but to do things correctly. Before, this person had some sort of power over you, not because they were super powerful, but because you thought they were all of that. And now that you have seen them as, okay, this is it, you are actually regaining power in being more intimidating and more demanding, and where, trust me, anybody will beg for you. With the Nine of Swords right here, they're telling you right here that you needed to go through it because you needed to understand what love was not about. They needed to understand that you had nothing wrong with you, but sometimes, again, you could be the full package on the wrong address. And understanding that with the Nine of Swords, no matter how much sacrifice you could put yourself through, somebody who is not for you at the moment or does not want to be with you at the moment will never be with you. But at the end of the day, keep in mind that everybody who has had a chance with you and sees you and you know, goes after years and sees you again, they will beg for that opportunity again. I do see that you're not faced into hurt anymore, and you have embraced, some of you have embraced your dark feminine side regardless of gender, and where you say nobody's gonna hurt me ever again, and you needed to go through that so you will understand that. That's what they're telling me. With the Moon and the reverse Pisces energies, your full phases have been completed. And when the Six of Swords, you're not afraid of fighting back. So with the Six of Swords right here, you're moving forward and you're not forgetting what happened, because the memory of what happened is the person you are today. And what that idea is that you do not go through it ever again with the same person or somebody else, you know? Is literally, you have gotten so much power. You're literally the high priestess. Yeah, anything for Libra and money? They want you to continue to be resilient, Libra. Continue to be resilient, Libra, and continue to push forward. They're saying right here that no matter how much things had happened to you right now, and you feel like you're not achieving, if you feel like you're not getting what you need to get, you know, they're saying that, baby, how's the word? Let me see if I find the word. You are there. I couldn't find the word. But they're pretty much saying that they're putting you on, they're testing you. And you may say, I'm done. I don't want to. You don't have to tell me, babe, because I do not do none of that. You gotta tell whoever you believe in. But at the end of the day, if you're mad, be mad at the right person, because whenever you're mad at me, I just sleep at night with my eyes closed with no problem, because at the end of the day, I'm just a messenger. Like I said before, they've been putting you under a test for a while now, because what you're about to get, I don't know why I can't speak, what you're about to get is bigger than you ever imagined. They're saying that you are actually begging for silver, and they're going to give you diamonds and gold. Literally that. They're saying that you're going to be flowing in diamonds and gold. They're saying that very, very soon, you're going to be swimming in diamonds and gold, babe. You are going to be, I just see you having a lot of money. This could be rich or so. But keep in mind that sitting on the couch is not going to happen. It is pretty much working your way up, unless you work from home and you can sit on the couch. But the same right here, you'd be the owner of that castle. You're not going to have a little home. You're going to have a mansion. You're going to have money. You're going to have stability. You're going to have power. And everybody who ever doubted you, like I said before, or didn't want to mix with you, they're going to want to mix with you, because you're going to be the it person, the it girl, the it dude. So, and I do see that this changes is about you're about to experience this in like 4 to 2 weeks. Others of you could be 4 to 2 months, depends, you know, but it's very soon. It's under a year, under 6 months, and they want you to know that you are going to be successful. And even though that you feel that you're not going fast enough, you're going on a steady pace, which is the point of, you know, doing better, is going on a pace. Now, let's see what is the possible initials of this person. Actually, people be telling me that I look calmer on my videos. Is the Pilates, you know, like it has helped me to control my anxiety and honestly my anger, because sometimes I was too much. I know I love being too much, but maybe I'm getting old. Maybe it's both. Maybe it's the tea that I made. Anyways, let's give you the initials. This is the possible initials. This could be the first, last, middle, or even a nickname. We got A as an apple, H as a hamburger, G as in George, V as in Victor, O as an Oscar, N as in no, U as an umbrella, T as in Tyler, K as in KFC, and E as an elephant. So these are the possible initials of your man or your woman, or this man or this woman. Shush. And yeah, that's what it seems like. They're coming back to beg you for something. It's up to you if you want it or not. Let us know what you're going to do. Now, the final message before the oracle, we got here. Planet, zodiac sign. Is that Jupiter? Hi. Yes, we got Jupiter. The planets means the situation pertaining to luck, good fortune, what propels you forward, monetary values, prosperous events. Like I said, you're gonna have money, bitch. Oi, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I kind of mean it, but anyways. Then the zodiac signs is the emotional side. This is Taurus, and you said it's a sensitive, holding grudges, resistant to change, staying within your comfort zone. Ooh, slap in the face. The houses, we got area of life. You got the third house, and it says represent siblings. You represent siblings or your hometown, small excursions, short distances, elementary school, expected with correspondence, warns about whispers or scandals. Like I said before, this is somebody from the past. Okay, this is a confirmation. Somebody from the past is coming. So anyways, guys, this is for real the end of your reading. Let me just get you an oracle. Can never commit to an end. Let's see. No, please, I'm sorry, just 1 or 2 cards. There we go. Oh, new moon in Libra. No, loved. And then we have first quarter moon in Leo. Be humble. And then at the bottom right here says full moon in Cancer. Let your fears dissolve. So this is the end for real. Thank you. Of your reading only. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. As I said before, I come here weekly, not daily, but weekly, and you always get more readings. It's just I've been going through a lot. If you want to know what's happening, you want to check the video on my Which Were the podcast, and where I update you what's been going on behind the scenes. But anyways, follow me on IG. I follow back. I'm also on TikTok. I'm gonna try to post soon there. I'm on Spotify, and if you want to get a personal reading with me, please go to my website. And with that said, thank you so much.